Okay, y'all, check this out. The work today in the Grounded Ether studio is being uploaded into two videos for the fact that the original video got cut short. I can't add to it, and my video editor is not cooperating. So I'm just going to upload two videos. This is the beginning of part two. If you haven't seen part one, which I think runs about 6 minutes, I would suggest go and watch that, of course. Part two is going to be relatively short because we're getting close to the end. And so I'm just going to jump in and pick up where we left off regarding the watercolor paper that I'm currently doing something to, that I'm going to mount a photo to. So I will be right back when I make a little more progress. Okay, the photo has been mounted onto black presentation board, and all of that is going to get mounted onto the watercolor paper, and that whole thing is going to get mounted onto plywood. I'm going to put a hanging twine on it, a hanging hook, and then we'll be moving on to final looks for both pieces. So y'all, check this out. This is a really interesting day in the studio here today. Experimentation, hitting hiccups, snafus, figuring things out, problem solving, and in the end creating beautiful things that I couldn't even have visualized before I started. So we're getting ready to do final looks. If you tuned into video number 2, thank you for doing so, part 2. So this is the first frame photo that I made. Final looks. I'm gonna just kind of move this around because I got lights in here that might be creating glare from certain angles. So hopefully you can get a look at that. I have to say, making these framed photographs with what I'm doing here, putting natural branches as a framing material, that's not as easy as you'd think it would be. I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't cracked the code. My method, I think I'm missing something. So I'll get to a better methodology in the future, like today, just using these screws, what I have on hand. If I were to sell this or try to sell this at an art market, that's not going to fly. So I got to tighten that up in terms of quality. In the meantime, I'll be looking for smaller screws and stuff like that, and I'll change those out, and they'll be better in the future. So there's that one, the violets. Now the second one, this Daylily on this handmade watercolor paper, I could not have visualized this before I started this. I had no idea. I just knew I was going to do something silly too with trying to do pour watercolors onto paper. There's probably a way to do that. That would be really awesome. I'll figure that out because I'm kind of an engineer. Oh, check this out. It is really beautiful though. Garish, but beautiful. I'll move it around, like I said, because these lights in here may be creating glare. Maybe a little close up. Maybe a close up on that. Hope that focuses for you. A little close up. Then pull out, pull out, pull out, pull out. And the hangers I use on these are just jute twine that I glue on with craft glue. And that glue is really strong, that works. That's totally awesome. Hey, thank you for tuning in today if you did, and apologize for the snafu with the two videos. I know some people may not follow that. I hope so. And as I say, good night and love you endlessly. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.